Hello, hello, hello. I'm getting things set up here. Since you're here early, I got a new piece for my office here from my lovely daughter for Valentine's Day. Well, technically it's my wife that got me this, but figured I'd show it off here on stream. I'm a big fan of Disney, all things Disney and Marvel, so this is from my daughter. I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get it without the reflection. There we go. It says, "Dad, I love you 3000." And it's got a little Lego Iron Man on there too. So just a fun little Valentine's Day present from my daughter / from my wife. So wanted to show that off before I started today's stream. But hello everyone, welcome. J-Man Slam, hello. Nick, not Nika, it's Nick, I remember now. Welcome guys. So I have some good news here, and I kind of shared this in Discord, but I was able to get UndrDawg switched over to an old phone. Now this is still my daughter's, so this one's got Dumbo as the phone case. I guess technically it goes this way, but I am using it. This is also our monitor for when she's sleeping, so I've already been using this often, so it kind of works out that way that I can use it for this. Joe, you asked, how am I liking WandaVision? I think I'm starting to realize, and I don't know why it took me this long to realize, but WandaVision is more of a horror show than anything else, with all of the crazy elements that are involved with it. But anywho, as you can see, I'm already able to move a lot quicker on here versus the iPad. I looked it up. I think the iPad had like the A4 processor or something, and this one has the A8 or A9. So it's probably 4 or 5 times greater, because every time they release a new Apple chip, it kind of doubles the speed. So I figure that's 4 times faster. Maybe it's 8 times faster. I don't know how exponential numbers work. It might even be 16 times faster. But long story short, I can actually use this device and it doesn't crash. So that's the good news. Hello, Matt. Welcome. So today, since it is obviously we've got heroics opened up, I'm going to do some heroics. But beforehand, I figured I'm going to play just a couple rounds here, or maybe just one round here, so that way I don't fill up on my combo meter. But I've been fighting Elmira with UndrDawg lately. It's a little bit easier to fight her, and I think I already have one Elmira on this account too, so I'm just trying to get a second one to fuse. I still need a second Ivana to fuse, but I figure what I'll do is when I'm finished with this round here, I will show you guys my heroics deck on here, kind of show you what I've been working on this week with the UndrDawg account, and then after I do a match of heroics on here, I'll swap over to Tapdawg and do the same thing, kind of show you how that account's looking. But Arena, I'm currently just missing Legendary with UndrDawg. I'm very close. I need to get 1716 points, and I'm at 1654. UndrDawg is able to reach that, so I don't think there'll be a problem to get to Legendary 1 before the season ends for him. Tapdawg, if I just quickly show you worldwide, he is, I think, number 14, and I'm kind of I was in this weird plateau where I passed Tyler a couple days ago, and I'm just about up to Stinky and Mojo. There's a chance I'll be able to pass the 2 of them this week, but we shall see. I've hit a wall with Tapdawg, so I'm not winning every single round, otherwise I'd pass them very easily. But it's definitely getting harder when you get up to these ranks. But you can see quite a few of these guys are all in the 2800s. So if I'm able to pass these 2 guys up quickly, I should be able to get up there. And I think the top, if I look at the season, not the season, weekly, it's rank 9. So I could make it to that very top rankings. It'd be really close. Mr. Anderson just got in there, but we'll see. in terms of this, I don't think I'll reach top 20 with UndrDawg, just because of where he's at. He'll probably end up in the around 30 or so. Weekly wise, I should be able to get Legendary 1. And then for Tapdawg, how does this season work again? I think he'll probably get top 20 for sure. He might make it to top 10. But anywho, just a quick little update there for you. Now in terms of my deck, no changes on the arena deck for UndrDawg. I'm still working on my next fused card, but currently my top priority is actually a I'll go this way, sort priority, this hammer card. So it's currently level 3. I'm trying to work to get it to level 4. It'll probably be another couple days until I get it to level 4, partially because I'm not using this account as much as I was when it was my only account I had access to. So I'm only getting closer to 30 to 50 dust per day, whereas before I was getting closer to 50 to 75 dust per day. So that just takes it a little bit longer to get, but just wanted to give you guys kind of that little update there. Once I do get that leveled up, my next goal is to finish leveling up Master Y to level 5, and then getting the next Master Y to level 5 so I can add those to this deck, so it'll have 5 final forms. But yeah, that's this account for now. I'm going to switch over to my deck 3, my Heroics deck here, and I just want to make sure I don't have anything I'm missing. Level wise, I think I have everything in here besides those level 1 cards, so we're good. I did add in a couple other cards that might backfire on me for adding, but long story short, we're going to try to do some Heroics today. Again, my goal is to get past Anna number 2. Yeah, I got a hammer. Isn't that great, Caliber? Hey, Jark, welcome. So my strategy with this account, since it can't get very far, I only do healing through Pim, and then I swap over. This is not a great first hand. Forgive me, I had to have a little bit of water there. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm trying to remember what I did this weekend. Let me look at my calendar. That might help me. Oh, you know what? It was that's right. I told you guys a little bit about this. So we ordered some teppanyaki for Valentine's Day at my mother-in-law's house, and it was just my wife and I, my mother-in-law, and my sister-in-law who were there, and we got to play that murder mystery game. I think I talked about that on stream this weekend, which was a lot of fun. It was an escape the train type of a game where there's a mystery, murder on a train. We had to figure out who committed the murder. That's a horrible hand again. So if you like those types of games where you have to solve puzzles and figure out clues, it's called Exit the Game, I believe is what it's called. The company that makes them, and they have a bunch of games, and they're all $10 to $20 each, so they're not too expensive, but they're single time use. And so we did that, and then on, I can't remember if it was Saturday or if it was Sunday, but we went to, my wife went to Trader Joe's and bought a bunch of stuff for pizza, and we made your own pizzas at home. We're going to go with that option, and that was a lot of fun. We wanted to kind of do that, so that was Saturday, and I think I was going to make a pepperoni and mushroom pizza, but I ended up adding some olives too because my mom said, "Hey, I'm gonna have olives on my pizza. Would you like to have olives?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll have olives too." So we all had olives. Well, just my mom and I. My wife, I think she did more of like a margarita pizza. And so that was Saturday. Sunday, actual Valentine's Day. Actually, Saturday night, my my wife is the type of person who doesn't like to wait for presents, and so we had purchased presents for each other for Valentine's Day. She was like, "I want to give you your present. Can I have mine?" So I got a present from my wife, which I cannot share on stream. No, it's just a coffee mug, and it says something silly on it. So she got me that, and then I got her a back and neck massager that heats up. So she was very happy to get that, and she started using that last night, or Saturday night. Alright, I gotta switch types here. Yeah, 3 humans. Wasn't that horrible, Jarek? I'm sorry, I just saw your message. Olives on pizza are amazing. Yeah, I agree. Olives are pretty great. However, this you guys might laugh at me. I can't eat green olives, even though black olives are great. Green olives they don't do it for me. I leveled up Master Elementalist since that came in the shop today, so now it's at level 2. It was at level 1, so I should be doing a little bit more damage each time I use this. Should I use that? Might as well. Life hack. Use olives in place of chips. You know what I do? I don't know if this is necessarily healthier, but my wife and I we started a diet again on Monday, and I was going to talk about that in a second. But the thing I can have on my diet are nuts. So if you need a crunch, oh gosh, this way. Nuts are the way to go. And no, I've not eaten that whole thing. That's if you saw, it's like halfway empty. That's just my snack of choice. But no, I've had maybe a quarter of a cup in the last 2 days of nuts. But I just have them up here because this is my office, so I like to have a snack up here in case I get hungry. Apple man, you like apples? Good. That's a good card to use. I got distracted, guys. Alright, so Sunday, actual Valentine's Day, my wife and I, what did we do? I think we had a lazy day. We watched church in the morning, and then while we were watching church, we listened to church, I should say, we went to her parents' house, and I can't remember what we did. My wife usually makes all these plans, and I just say yes, ma'am, whatever you want to do, I'll do. So I can't remember everything that happens, but we had a fun time, and that's the important thing. Gotta go with that option. I don't really like these options I've been given. There we go. That should be good. Perfect. And then I'll just use that like that. Which iPhone do you have? Appleman? Oh gosh, I have no idea what Appleman has. A 6S, yeah, so this is actually a 6S. This is my old 6S that I'm playing on right now. That was, actually I don't think it was mine, I think it was my mother-in-law's. There's a whole long story behind this phone, but the good news is I can use it now. Yeah, I've been getting really unlucky with these hands. I don't know what's going on. It's been pretty sad, but thankfully it's been on the lower end of these cards, so it hasn't been that big of a deal so far. But we're on Francois, so that's the good news. So this week, let's see, what do I have planned with my wife this week? We just actually, so We made an announcement this weekend on our social media, so I guess I can share with you guys. Some of you guys have started to follow me on Instagram, so feel free. I have a private account just because I don't know. I should probably change it to public, but feel free to follow me. I think I put my Instagram on my Twitch channel here. But we made an announcement this weekend that my wife and I, we are expecting. So we've got kiddo number 2 coming this August. We're really excited for that. It's going to be a little boy. And anywho, that's something we did on Sunday as well. We announced that. We've known, I think, since before Christmas. So, but obviously you gotta wait when you are pregnant to make sure your kid is healthy and makes it through the first trimester. A lot of times there can be complications during that first trimester, so it's better to wait until you make it through. And thankfully, baby boy is doing well, seems to be very healthy, and acting very differently than his sister did at this point in the pregnancy. So it'll be interesting to see the similarities and differences between the two of them. Ooh, I just barely survived that. I gotta switch to Master Healer. Thanks, guys, for all the congrats. Yeah, we're very excited. We wanted to have 2 kids, and we wanted them both to be very close in age so they can grow up being best friends. So, lucked out. What is going on with my what are those So with sunglasses, I gotcha. I didn't know you could add things on top of that. That's amazing. Oh gosh, that's great, guys. I'm going to use that. That's the only option I have. I might lose here that quickly. This has not been a good hand so far. Bummer. Alright, well that's a loss for UndrDawg. I might try to play him again later, but that was a short, bitter defeat for him. But I did not have good hands the whole time there. Alright, that puts me at rank 104. That's horrible. Let me do a couple more quick rounds here with him. Oh, I almost just played. I'm glad I didn't. I gotta switch decks. Yeah, those were not good hands for him. But thankfully, we've got our other account to use, Tapdawg. Oh, have fun trying to get them to be friends. Oh. If I'm 6'2", how tall is my wife? She is fairly tall. She's not nearly as tall as me. I think she's 5'7", 5'6". I don't know. Yeah, she's definitely not nearly as tall as I am, but she's pretty tall for a woman. I think the average height for a woman's like 5'2" or something, so she's taller than the average. Am I going to name my son Joe Bro? No. We actually do have a name picked out. The middle name for sure I can share with you guys. I don't know if my wife wants me to share the first name, but the middle name is going to be Michael for our little kiddo, and that's because my best friend growing up was named Michael, and he passed away unfortunately a couple of years ago from cancer. So I wanted to honor his name and his memory. So we're going to have our child's middle name be Michael in honor of him. But Joe, I can tell you, Joe's not going to be his name, or Joseph, or Yo. No. We did go with a biblical name though, so I know Joseph is a biblical name, but we did not go with that one. Michael Scott Jr. Man, how did you know? Wait, caliber, you're 8'11"? That's pretty tall, man. That is pretty tall. That's impressive. You guys are killing me. Also, Mushwish, are you in here? I think you have a different name on here, but you might be in here. Welcome if you are. And also, I'm sorry I just beat you. I think I have enough time left to not have to do this one, so let me give me a second. I gotta switch phones here, which means turning off my notifications. Okay, and then, oh, did I turn off my screen? I accidentally turned off the screen on this one. That was unintended. Alright, let me switch to this mode real quick. Turn that off. Go back to this one. And then fix the screen. Alright. So now I'll show you guys a little update on Tapdawg here. Nebuchadnezzar Michael. Man, you guys know that's got a ring to it. Actually, it's Methuselah Michael, if you must know. Want my child to live a long life. So where was I on here? Edit the deck. Okay, so I was able to finish up Food Squad, the second one, level 5, and fuse it. So now I've added that to my deck, and I've taken out the alien beastie that was in here before, because it was 3419, whereas Food Squad was 3421. So that just a slight improvement to my deck quality there from before. I think that's the only change that's happened here. And then, just looking at my decks that I have, the other, if I go to, not edit deck, I keep doing that, upgrade cards. Let me sort these by level. I don't know. Don't know where I need to go, so I'm just going to scroll over to get to like past level 5 and level 4. Okay, so I did this little research. I finished up all my research earlier this morning on my Tapdawg account, and I realized it still said I have more research to do. So, long story short, I went through my all combos document, which let me put that up on the screen real quick and make that bigger so you guys can actually see it. And so these were all the cards that I had that could combo with itself, I guess you could say. So these are my final combos I still have to do, and quite a few of these are some of them are level 4 with a level 4, so that'll take a little bit of time, but most of these are level 2 with level 2, so I'll be able to do them within the next day or two. But yeah, if it shows the resulting rare is a 1, those ones are a level 2 combo, whereas the ones that show resulting rare is 3, those ones might be level 4s. It depends, but that's my current focus, is to finish my combo training with these last handful of items. But let me go back to my screen here. Alright, so that's why fairy's level 2, because I just had to do a fairy plus a fairy. And I think that's it. I haven't started leveling up any of my next diamond combo cards here. Next up is actually Food Squad again, because those ones are the highest cards I have. So I will be leveling up those 2 Food Squads that I have. I'm not going to fuse them together for now, because I think long term they're just going to be in heroics. So being able to have 2 attacks versus 1 final form will help me, at least for now. I might fuse them later when I have all of the 30,000 dusted dusts upgraded. When am I going to fuse grabbers? You know, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sorry. So let me play a couple rounds of Elmira here, just to keep myself from reaching the capacity. And then I will do some heroics with Tapdawg. And Tapdawg takes a little while to do heroics, so probably just do one with him. Fuse Mr. Ted? You guys are crazy. Oh man, those sunglasses look atrocious on my face. That's really funny, Appleman. Negan has fused grabbers. Well, you know, I can't compete with that. Alright, I think this is good. I just want to look at the levels real quick. I'm not going to put that level 2 fairy in this deck. And then I just need to switch over to Master Healer to start. And we shall go through the heroics. What? Oh, that was weird. That asked me to refill my... Did you guys see that? It asked me to refill and I haven't played yet today. So if I get 500 skulls, I can get an Onyx this week. But I think in order to get Oh, you can't even get 500. Okay, so there's no way I'm getting 500 this week. But if I get that 400, I'd be in a lot better spot than the 240. But anywho, that being said, let's begin the trial. Yeah, you have to be tier 2 to use the grabbers emote. I'm sorry. Apparently, when I get more people subscribed to me, I'll have more emotes opened up to use at level 1. But that's not possible yet. But this is my once a stream reminder to you that if you have Amazon Prime, you do get a free Twitch Prime subscription every month. So if you have not used your Twitch Prime subscription, please feel free to use it on me. It is free to use. Your benefit is you get to use that lovely emote of my head that Appleman and Joe have been using in chat. And eventually I'm going to probably do some subscriber-only streams. So it'll be things that only the subscribers are able to watch or see or comment on. So if you can, feel free to do that. But if you do not have Twitch Prime, a free one to use, please do not spend money on me. I'm doing fine financially, but I'm not going to complain if you can use free money. Use free money. Good night, Caliber. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here, and hopefully we shall see you soon. All right, where are we? Let's use this guy to finish off Albert. That was perfect. Don't forget to collect your Tapdawg as well. So underneath the send messages area, there's a little circle button. If you click that, you get some Tapdawg, and you can use that to unlock the emote. So if you don't have my emote, you can unlock them there. Joe, that might be a way for you to unlock grabbers. I don't know if it only unlocks for a certain amount of time or what. Oh, he wears his sunglasses at night. Sorry, no, I did not see that comment. I just saw the word night by itself, so I thought he was leaving. No, I've got my sunglasses, and I don't know the words to that song, but I do know the song you're referring to. Ooh, that's not a good one. Alright, we're going to use that. Oh, I should have used my absorb ability there. Alright, so where was I? This week. Oh, yeah, so with where we live, we found out that we should be able to, my wife is currently able to get her COVID vaccine, and her doctor's already said that even though she's pregnant, she's able to get the vaccine as soon as she's allowed to. Whoever the baby doctors are, they've said that even though there's not enough information out about these vaccines, it appears that it's safe for pregnant women to take it. So she's getting ready to take the vaccine or have the vaccine, but we just have to wait till there's an appointment available. And then I should be closely following her because of my job industry that I'm in. That she's in food service, and that's opened up for shots here in California. But I am in the manufacturing industry, so it's going to be opening up for me probably in the next couple weeks here. So the both of us should be vaccinated soon. And once we're vaccinated, we wanted to be able to celebrate. We've not gone out to eat. We've not really gone out much. I know I've said we go over to Grandma's house, and that's because they're part of our bubble. My wife's mom watches our child, so we figure if we're going to get COVID one way or another, if they get COVID, so we're in a bubble together. But my point of my story is we're fairly confident that before May, before a month from now, we'll both be hopefully vaccinated. But because of that, we think that we can plan a little getaway. So it's looking like we actually, I think we just booked just a quick little getaway to a casino down in San Diego. It's about a couple hours drive from us. And we 2 years ago now, before 2020, we had I think I'll try this. Well, that was a good call. We had gone to a charity auction, and we had won. They had a silent auction, and we won a gambler's paradise. And neither of us are really gamblers, but basically I think we spent $100, or that was what our bid was, and we won. We got all these free hotel stays at various casinos in Southern California, and like free meals at the buffets, and we did that at like the end of 2019. So we were planning for 2020 to be our year of going to all these casinos, and we had all these rooms booked using these free comps that we had, and then we ended up only getting to use one ticket. I think the one that we had a free dinner at a steakhouse for, we went, and it was the weekend before everything got shut down in the U.S. So I think it was March 6th or something that we went, and we went to see Cirque du Soleil in San Diego, and we had a lot of fun. But then everything closed down, so we didn't get to use any of our free stays at these hotels. And all of them expired at the end of 2020. So thankfully, we reached out to Harrah's in San Diego, and they said, you know what, we're going to honor the coupon that the free stay that you had, and so we're going to get 1 night free there, but we extended it to be 2 nights total that we're going to be there. And it's on a Monday and a Tuesday, but I've not taken a day off of work in the last year, so I've got a month of vacation stored up. So we're going to take a couple days off and just enjoy that. So, anyhow, that was my story for you. Oh, thank you. I didn't even notice, Jark. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I apologize. I was going rambling on about my story about the casinos, and I didn't even notice. What a nice man you are. Thank you. Trill House. Yeah, it's amazing 7-year-old parents cannot. So it's definitely weird who is and is not allowed to get vaccinated here, because even it makes sense in some regards for the food services to be vaccinated because of the amount of people that they run into, but at the same time, I think people who are age 65 and older can also be vaccinated at the same time. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple days off, Joe. Yeah, I've been very focused at work. A big part of my job since the COVID hit was just being in charge of making sure all of the rules were followed for what COVID is and giving that information out to our team. So with COVID hopefully starting to recede with all of the people being vaccinated, I think that part of my job is going away, so I can take off a couple days here and relax. Alright, Xanthar, you're going down, bud. Did I get him? Oh, barely missed it. Barely. Oh, this is pretty horrible, guys. Do I waste it? I think I have to, because long term I don't want Xanthar to be full health. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of teachers are getting vaxxed right now too because of the same reason. They're, especially for like high school, would make more sense because of the amount of kids that they interact with, or the amount of people, and just in general that they'd be seeing. I don't know why I'm getting out of here. What am I doing? I got distracted there, guys. No, I'm not taking off a month. I wish I could take off a month, but I work directly with the owner of my company, and so I really can't take off more than like a week at a time at most. And typically I try to take off the same time that he takes off. I don't really like these options I've been given. I think I'm going to go with that option. Go like that. That's a good option for me. Let's see, hopefully. Trill said, Tap, I can consistently beat boss 21 to 22 daily, but I think I'd need to average 23 to 24 to be in the top tier. Okay. Good to know. I definitely think I've got a little bit of a an edge long term with this account because I'm going to be able to keep adding more cards while everyone else is still waiting for new content to be added. So I have a little bit of an edge short term. Long term, obviously, when people have packs to purchase, that edge is going to go away. But for the next couple months here, I should be able to gain ground on those who are not able to add additional cards to their deck. But Thrill, I keep saying Thrill, I'm sorry. The grind does pay off, yeah, especially as some people just don't want to work on it anymore, I guess you could say, and so they slack off, or they think, oh, I've got it, I'm always making it into this category, so they might not play as often, or might not realize until it's too late that they've slipped down a level. I think I'll use this one. I am not the owner of the company I work for. No, the owner of the company is a really nice guy. I met his son in college, and I was a teacher for a couple years out of college, and realized quickly that it was not my calling. So I quit after 2 years of teaching, and the day I quit, he said, I heard you quit your job, I want you to work for me. And that was almost 11 years ago now, and so I've been working there for the last 11 years and growing with the company. It's been a lot of fun. Getting to learn a completely different industry than what I had thought I'd be doing with my life. This is another not really great hand, so I guess we'll go with that option. Yeah, tier 1 and 2 are huge differences. Yeah, in terms of the rewards, I agree. I'm hoping that once Monumental has control of the game, I think they're going to probably be reaching out to to the community a little bit and really asking us what our, I don't know if griefs would be the right word, but what things we'd really like to see changed or improved or focused on. And I definitely think there needs to be attention on the rewards. Hello, Niall. Welcome. Yeah, I feel bad for the people who their first and maybe second year of college have not been what they had expected college to be. It's definitely very different for the last year. But, you know, good news is this is hopefully a once in a generation thing. I saw this post earlier today of Texas, and you know, Texas is completely covered in snow right now. And there's a bunch of power outages, and I guess this is the once in a generation that every county in Texas is covered in snow. And the funny thing that I was reading was that I'm getting tired of all these once in a generation things all happening in the same couple years. And I kind of had to laugh at that, and I was like, no, it's true. We've had a lot of these crazy, it only happens once every 100 years things that happen in the last few years. And so I hope it doesn't mean that these things are happening more frequently, but if it is, just hug your family, stay with them. I don't know. It's just crazy to think about that all these once-in-a-lifetime things are happening back to back. Yeah, we do have to make some changes around the world in hundreds of different ways for the future. Hello, Dat. Welcome. We're talking about crazy things in here, as you can see. I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent with my battles here. And I think I'm going to have to switch to Master Healer after this round because it's not going so hot. Oh, I lucked out on that one. Yeah, I think I'll switch back to Master Healer for a round just to get my health up a little bit more. Alright. Master Healer again. We're up to round 16, guys. Round 16. Hi, Hackerman, I think is what you're trying to say there, but you messed it up. And if you're going to talk about the meme, you can mess up, I guess. Yeah, because I mess up all the time. Alright, Vera. I don't think she used her final form right away. I think we got to turn. Oh, no, we're good. She used an absorb card. It'd be interesting, for those of you guys that watch Mr. Andersam's videos, I'd be interested in knowing if the AI for these bosses is any different. Like, would she always use her final form right now? Because then I could use my Sir Lancelot here. Oh, that actually backfired on me. Of all the cards for her to have. But there's 10 left. I think I'd rather risk it. Yeah, that was the right move. But it'd be interesting to know if, what the odds are that when they have their full combo meter, if they're going to use their final form. Because then that would make me choose what I do. Because like with Vera, if she's automatically always going to use her final form when she has a full meter, I can fight against that. Whereas some of these bosses, they don't use the combo meter, or they don't use their final form when the combo meter fills. So, anyhow. Vera uses mostly defense plays. That is good to know. Francois here apparently does not, and I guess it's a good thing that I'm still on healer and forgot to switch back, because I should get my health up quite a lot fighting another healer here. This is the quality content that you guys love to see from me. Oh, what a horrible thing. I could have done so much damage to him. See now, he did not use a final form even though his thing was full. So I don't understand the AI on here and how it works, and I wish I understood it better. Wish I had a final form to finish Francois off. I'm going to do it. I'm going to risk it. That was a good risk. Alright, now I can swap back to Master Elementalist and hopefully finish off a couple more people before I run out of cards. I actually got to rank 20. That's new. I don't think I've ever been in the top 20 for this yet. Guess there's a lot of people that haven't played yet. So I have an idea for a new series on our YouTube that I'd like to do. Let me see if I have my email. Pop that up real quick so I can remind myself what it is. Yeah, so it's going to be a series on how to make different types of decks, the cards that you need, and the strategy behind using that type of a deck. So the idea would be, how do you make a tiebreaker deck? What cards should you put in that deck? And what is your strategy behind it? What are you trying to do the whole time that you're fighting with that deck? And then do the same thing with the Master Healer deck. Same thing with a Lobotomizer deck. And I don't know if there's many more after that, but just I was realizing that I a lot of times will share that I use a different strategy for my UndrDawg account versus my Tapdawg account, and I think it would be useful if I made a whole series on, if you want to make a tiebreaker deck, this is how you do it, this is what you should focus on, yada yada yada. This has been a horrible hand. Thankfully, Miles has not been much of a threat so far. Well, that was a wash there. So obviously, I wouldn't do I wouldn't do it for every type of alchemist type, because it wouldn't make much sense for greed or lucky, because you don't really use those in. I guess I could do it for both of those, but just explain the strategy for using them is not for arena. It's for gathering. So I could do those as well, but I think the primary thing would be for the arena strategy, but I could also explain how they could be used outside of the arena. Do I want to keep this hand? No, I'm going to redraw because I have way too many final forms in that hand, and now I have 0 final forms. That's how it works out. I don't know if I'll get much further than Ella here, just because of how this hand is played out for me, but we'll see. Well, it's interesting because if you Dat said, imagine not using a full offensive deck. Yeah, but there's quite a few people who that's exactly correct. They use a lobotomizer deck, or they'll use a master healer deck, you know. And so I feel like Parasite and Vampire should combo together. I don't know why they don't. Oof, this is a terrible hand to have. Rather save if I can. That was the right call. Alright. I'm gonna do this. And that was not the right call. Bummer. I'm gonna have to use this one and hope I am able to get her down. 8 left. Perfect. I survive. I can use healer on the next round and see how much further I can go. Thrill said, I've got an idea for when you run out of ideas for YouTube content, or maybe just Twitch because of copyrights, but go through the packs and try to figure out which pop cultural reference each card is. Oh my gosh. Do you know how many packs there are, Thrill? I think what would make more sense is when I'm doing pack reviews, before I actually do the review, I'll include in there all the pop cultural references, or I make 2 videos, a pack review and then also a pop cultural references review. So at the same time when a pack comes out, there's 2 videos, my pack review of just here's the good cards, here's the bad cards, here's my thoughts on it, and then another one just saying here's all the cool little things about it. But I am thinking when the packs return, rather than reviewing both packs that come out at the same time, I'll just do a single video for each pack, and maybe then I can also add in the information about the pop cultural references, so it'll still be a 10 to 15 minute long video, but it'll just be on that one pack, because that way then people can just look up the single pack and learn about it that way rather than looking up multiple packs. Alright, my goal, if I can, we'll see if I can do this, but I want to be able to beat Anna before I run out of cards here, but I don't know if it'll happen, so we'll see. The 10 HP difference is that impactful while offensively based unless facing against other elementalists or enchanters. Huh. You guys have a lot of interesting comments here. Oh, that was actually a good combo to get at the very end there, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to get much further. Because she's at full, I'm going to use this one. Swap over to this one next. And unless she has a low health... Oh my gosh, did I pull it off? Pulled it off, guys. Perfect. Did not think I was going to pull that one off. So this is what happens when you die and the other... Well, I didn't die. Run out of cards at the same time that you beat someone. It just doesn't say continue. It says finish on the bottom. Wow. That was very lucky. Lucky indeed there. What is Terrarask? I don't know. I'm going to look it up for you. It is a Dungeons and Dragons creature. It's a legendary dragon-like hybrid from southern France. I would put up these photos for you, but you can look it up on your own. But it looks very similar to the photo that's in game. It's a D&D thing, though. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to mark this as in the red so I don't forget about my video idea. So, let's go back. Got a couple last things on here to show you guys. in terms of the arena, I know I shared this earlier, but just so you can see it from my end, so I'm fairly close to Stinky and Mojo, and I'm hoping I can pass the two of them this week, but I don't think I'll get much further than that, just because I'll show you when I battle. Well, I've got that thing going on again. I'm really only getting on average 5 or 6 now stars, and so it's a lot harder to progress. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. Than when I was climbing my way up the ladder, which is unfortunate. Alright, final form, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So let's see what my star count is after this. It'll probably be like 6 or 7. Yeah, 7 there. So it's not nearly as high as it was when I was getting plus 15 every win. So unfortunate that that's the case. Since he's here, I believe, Dustmaster, you're here, I will fight you real quick. And if you're not here, then well, sucks to be you. No, I don't know. Yes, here, Dust. There you are, Thrill. I thought so. I think I have a 50-50 shot when it comes to battles against you. It just depends on what cards I get, and I think I should. Oh, I was gonna say I think I should be good, but I forgot that you have the that bad boy. So it'll depend on this here, right? Oh, so this is a tie. That's actually what happens more times than not, is a tie against you. One thing I haven't been doing, which hopefully next season I'll be able to do, is I've got a lot of my health left to catch up, but I'm actually saving up my arena points, because if I go this way, I'll show you. I don't have Greed, Lobotomizer, or Lucky, and I need all 3 of those. So my focus right now is being able to get those before I get my health back up. So I might be stagnant for a while, but once I start getting my health up higher, I think I'll have a chance to move myself a little bit further up those ranks too. So I'm sure you fight me all the time, but yeah. Is it easier to battle me with HP Plus or Elementalist? I think you mean Tiebreaker, because I wouldn't use Elementalist, I don't think. I have not actually been trying to do Tiebreaker. I can try it and see what that does with this deck. Maybe I'll have a little bit more consistency. I know previously when I've been up here in the top ranks, it's nearly impossible for me to win using Tiebreaker, but oh, is it easier for me to battle you? I don't know. I can't remember. But you know, you brought up the good point. I want to try Tiebreaker. I've not tried Tiebreaker since I've gotten this account back. So let's see. And so in this case, I'm going to go against Stinky since he has the lowest amount of health. So when I'm switching to a Tiebreaker, my focus is getting my combo meter up in 3 turns. So I don't really care how much damage I'm doing to Stinky, I just care about getting my combo meter up. Because I'll be able to beat him on turn 3 no matter what. Unless he has a 40 for defense there, but he didn't, so... Yeah, maybe Tiebreaker will be better for me. I don't know. I haven't tried this, and I know you were talking about your own account, but let me try fighting you now with Tiebreaker and see if this is better or worse. I'm gonna redraw. I'd like to get, yeah. So in this type of situation, I want to at least get a Onyx combo fused there at the beginning, but. Here's the scary part. So I can't use this demon right now. I have to use that combo because he's going to have a full combo meter right now. And then I need to use my final form, and he uses his final form. So it's just a different type of play. As long as I can consistently use my final form on turn 3, I should be fine using Tiebreaker against other elementalists. Oh, Andersam's unlucky, so I gotta fight him. Every once in a while he pops up unlucky, so I can't complain when that happens. It's a little bit of an easier battle. Although he's got a whole grip of life there, so thankfully I've got my food squad, and that took him down. Can I fight you if I'm still in arena when I see this? Yeah, I can fight you. Let me go over there and fight you, Joe. Oh, I thought I'd see you right there, but I have to go on worldwide. I saw you were in the top 30. Congratulations, man. Oh, that makes sense, Thrill. So if every opponent I see is blue, switch to Master Healer. But if I've got a red player to play against, switch to red. Well, Joe, I don't know how to tell you this, but you got your smoke screen on turn 3, so congrats. Alright, let me go to battle. Okay, so like in this situation, what you're saying is you would switch to Master Healer, which makes sense. Maybe that's what I've got to do from now on to get a couple more wins. I don't know. I'm definitely not fighting Jokovic, guys, so I think I'm going to go against Spider since he has a slightly lower. And I need to get... Oh, I don't need to get it on turn 3 this time. So, I'll go with this. So, in this mode, now, I'm looking for things that I can keep my health up, because I want to long-term beat my opponent here. He might use his final form right now, so I know I gotta use something that has a high defense to combat against that. And my goal now is I've got basically 2 more turns to do high amounts of damage if I can. So I think I'll go with that option. And this is really my last turn of being able to do a high amount of damage, and that did not work out for me. So now I look at my final forms, and thankfully I got this one, and let's see if that's enough. Okay, I'm gonna die, and he is not, so that's my loss. I should have 2 separate decks, 1 Master Healer and 1 Tiebreaker that I switch between. In a perfect world I would. But as I've shared before, how I have my decks managed right now is deck number 1 is my Heroics, deck number 2 is my Junk Drawer, so that way I can actually have a clean recycle, and deck number 3 is my my Arena. I would definitely agree with the idea of having 4 or 5 decks, so that way you can have more options. But unfortunately, with how it is right now, I don't have many options. Okay, so I've got all... I should have looked at that before I stopped. I had all healers again. So let me go back to Master Healer here. Fight Tyler. Typically I can beat Tyler. Sorry Tyler, I know you might be in here, but I can typically beat your deck with Tapdawg. I have a hard time with UndrDawg, but Tapdawg's just a little bit more powerful, I guess you could say. I don't think I want to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Tyler. Jark is, yeah, Jark's OP. He's top 0. Only people he gets to battle are Jokovic, Fishpang, and Spider. Alright, let's see what my next battle is. Okay, so in this situation, I'll fight Tyler again since I know I can beat him, even though I won't get an actual +6. So that's something else that's been weird lately, is when you get your second win in a row, you should get a +6. But because he has less stars than me, I will just get a +5 here. But then when I battle the next person after him, it'll go to +7. So it's going to just skip over +6 and it'll go to +7. Which it's not supposed to do that, but for whatever reason it does do that. What happened to Tyler? So what happened in that case was he had 4 final forms in his hand and 1 combo card, or he had 2 combo cards that would not work together, and the rest were final forms. Okay. I did not actually look. Mealy, you got another space from your 6 portal chest today. Congratulations. That's awesome. I would say, if I were you, to look at if it makes sense to fuse them. I think it probably would make sense to fuse them. I think I have to do this because Stinky will use his final. Oh no, I looked out there. So because Stinky only used 1 combo on that first one, I'm a little bit more relaxed because I didn't have to get a final on turn 3, which I couldn't do anyway. Joe asked, did I fight you? I was seeing my name in chat like you did, but I didn't see a fight. Yeah, I did. It kind of went real quick. I'm sorry, Joe. I'll do another battle for you, alright? Worldwide, number 29. Mr. Joe Bro. Just for you, Joe. This is turn number 2 just for you. Let's go with that one. What happened was you and I both used our final form on turn 3, and I had tiebreaker on, so I won there. Alright, so I don't have my final form, but he's down to 6 health. So in this situation, I will just use whatever card gives me the highest amount of attack, which I think is going to be that combo, the 36 one, but I'm just going to double check. Yep, it's the 36. So we're going to use this, and we're golden. So there you go, second refight for you. Alright, I'm going to use Dustmaster again, since we're both using the same. Oh, and he's on his. That's very nice of you to give me your heroics deck here, in case unless you're fighting, you're in heroics right now. But thank you. The heroic decks can still be a little bit tricky, so you have to be careful. Even though it's a heroics deck, it can still be very powerful or have random cards in them that you're not used to seeing. But thankfully, that worked out in my favor. So, anyhow, that was my full set there, and it looks like I think I just passed someone. Oh, I passed Stinky and Mojo, so I'm down to 13 right now is what it shows. So that was a little bit easier using Tiebreaker. Maybe I got to do that more often. So thank you for that suggestion. Even though that wasn't a suggestion about that, it worked. Let me come back here and do a couple more Elmiras. So let's see. Later this week, I will probably do heroic runs again on Thursday because I have the ability to do heroic runs and because they take a long time. And kind of lets you guys see my deck and my strategy again. I'll probably be trying to film another video for the Discord suggestions tomorrow. And it'll probably go up on Friday. I don't know for sure. It might be Saturday, depending on when I can edit things. But I just want to give you guys that heads up of when the next content is coming. I think that was a card, but I didn't see which card it was. Oh, it was Loch Ness. Okay. That'd be really OP if I was able to get Elmira on stream live, but the cards were not in my hand for that. Let's see. When I'm fighting Elmira here, because she takes forever to get her combos up, I just do my highest attack. I don't really care about the defense, and if she hits me for a couple damage, it's not the end of the world. I don't think I would, I can't see myself ever losing to her, even if I accidentally had like my heroic stack up or something. Whereas with Ivana, I actually have to pay attention because she can kill my account with the cards she has. That kind of goes to with what Mr. Andersam's whole series is about. Why no Greed or Lucky? Oh, let me tell you, I wish I had Greed or Lucky. I had them on this account before, but they are with it missing a lot of my information. In addition to all of the cards I'm missing, I don't have everything maxed out in terms of the arena types. So that's why that's my top focus right now, before I get my health up, because long term, Greed will be my go-to for story mode. I don't really care about the boss cards. I don't want the dust, I want the money. Or I'm sorry, I don't want the cards, I want the money, so I can level up as quickly as possible. So, yeah. You one-shot Francois again, way to go. Yeah, I'll show you one more time. I guess you might have missed that when I shared that, but I am missing those three: Lobotomizer, Greed, and Lucky, and so I want to get those back up before I get my health back up. So that's why if I go to the armory right now, I've got 120 orbs there, and I'm trying to save those up so I can purchase them when they come back around to the shop. But that's about it here. I don't think I'll get off just yet, but I am going to switch back to the other account, so give me a second. I've got the arena to do still for UndrDawg, so I'll do that real quick with you guys. Close that. So my goal with UndrDawg this week is to get him back into legendary status before the season ends. It might be a little tricky with the amount of people who are playing, but we'll see. I think we'll go with that option. Again, the strategy when it comes to tiebreaker is getting the full combo meter by turn 3 like this, and then hoping you get your final form, which I ended up being lucky there and getting it. Did I buy those late into my account last time? I don't think so. Well, so I don't know the exact amount of time frame that I lost. I don't believe I ever owned Lobotomizer. I know I had Greed and Lucky though, and I had used them for a fairly long time for dusting purposes. So my answer is I don't. I want to say I had them both for at least a year, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't know. I could probably look at the old videos and see when it looks like I had those on my account and when I didn't. I don't know if it would show them on there or not, but long story short, I'm bummed out that I don't have them currently, and I hope I can get them back and start using them again. Actually, probably was a good hand to keep, but oh well. Andu will always have full combo meter on turn 3, so right now it's just whatever I can do is the highest attacks to try to get his health down, but if I don't get my final form here, I basically lose. Yeah, the way it lost data is weird. I don't understand how that worked. The only thing I can think is maybe I didn't back up Game Center or something, or iCloud correctly once. So there is a chance. That'd be another thing to try, I guess, that is trying to load an old copy of my phone back up if it has iCloud on it, to see if I could get some of those old cards back, but I'm afraid to try anything at this point. But I do have a bunch of old backup copies of my phone from 2017 and 2018. That's what I had tried originally doing when I was trying to get Tapdawg back, and it didn't work. So I don't know, but now that I know which iCloud account is for each, I was not paying attention and I got myself into a pickle here. Okay, good. I ended up working out. But there could be a chance, but I don't know. Alright, so in this case, I'm going to go with Ian, only because his health is so much lower than the other two options. Sorry, I'm catching up on what Dad said. Don't load old copies. It's how I got flagged. That's what Jark said. He had his main account loaded on an iCloud backup and it flagged you. Huh, I don't know. Dad said that's probably not correct. I don't know. Honestly, all of that's above my pay grade. All I know is, oh, bummer. I knew he was going to use a final form. I just didn't know it would be that one. All I know is if I could use one of those old backup copies and get a bunch more of my cards back, I would. But I'm really afraid. And it takes hours to do that backup and restore, so I wouldn't want to. Thrill asked, Tap, do you think a strong Curse final form could work in Arena, especially against HP plus decks? I don't know if it would, because so you would be having to time the AI. I think on some of the well-established accounts, like Jokovic, who, bummer, way to go Oilers, you got me. On the well-established accounts that you know for a fact they're going to use a final form on turn 3 90% of the time, like Jokovic, you could probably try using curse cards in your Arena deck. But I've found that quite a few of the people I play, it's more like a 50-50 chance that they will use their final form on turn 3. And then you're playing the game of, are they going to use it on this turn or not? He's going to use a final form right now, speaking of. Alright, what are my options here? I don't think I have any good ones. So we're just going to go with this. Didn't have any defense-focused cards there. Jark asked about how do you get that avatar that he's using. Yeah, that's the 20,000 PvP wins. So I think I can actually use that on. Let me go to Tapdawg and look at my options here. Sorry, yeah. So I know it's going to be kind of, well, switch to chatting mode so you can actually see this. Wrong way, Andrew. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now let me get the focus. 20,000 PvP wins is what that one is. So just so you guys can get that. Alright. Just a couple more battles here. I'm going to go against my Shiza because I think Oilers is too good of a deck for me to consistently beat him. Oh, and I should switch back. Oh, now I got to find Albert in here again. Good luck. Oh well, I'll do that later. If my avatar looks different, you guys know why now. Ooh, that was a great card. Holy cow, I might not survive. Okay, thankful there. That was a close one. Barely got that one off. This close, guys. This close. For UndrDawg. Let's go against Andu. Outside of that, let's see what we got going on this week. I'm looking at my schedule. I want to let you guys know if I'm doing anything fun this week. I've been going on a lot of walks with my wife, and I mentioned this earlier. I was going to talk about this. So, obviously, my wife and I were trying to have a kiddo, and we ended up getting pregnant, like I mentioned earlier. So that's great and exciting. But during the first trimester, ladies can get really a lot of morning sickness, which they call it morning sickness, but basically the whole day you're feeling nauseous and feeling like you need to throw up. Sorry if that's TMI. And sometimes you do, and it's just not good. So for my wife, she really couldn't eat a lot of things, so I just told her, eat whatever you need to. And because of that, it was right before the holidays, and we had the holidays, and she and I both put on a little bit of weight. So we started a diet as of Monday, and we've done diets before, and they work really well for us. But you know how it is. As soon as you stop your diet, you pack the weight back on. So, anywho, we both have some goals in mind, but we typically are able to take off the weight fairly quickly. I think when we were on our diet about a year ago, we lost each of us about 40 to 60 pounds. But then, yeah, you can put it on quickly as well. It's the yo-yo diet, right? So, anyhow, our goal is to get back down. She only has to lose about 20 pounds, I think, whereas I've got closer to that 60 number to lose. But for our kids' room, yes, we're going to have grabbers up on the wall all around the room. You guys are hilarious. Man, I think you guys are a little bit too crazy for me. Alright, do I have any more? I can do one more Elmira here, so I'll do one more Elmira, but then I might have to call it a night for you guys. No, I'm not going to put grabbers up in the room. I think our original idea when we first got pregnant the first time, and we didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl, we wanted to do Disney princess theme for the girls' room, and Steamboat Willie theme for the boys' room if it was a boy. So I don't know if we're actually going to do that or not, but that's kind of where we got the Steamboat Mickey behind me. show you guys this. This was the original Mickey Mouse that you see at the start of a lot of the animations now, where he's whistling. But this is just kind of a little, I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me do that. Okay. So, just a little Steamboat Mickey here. The very first cartoon in 1928 with him in it. He was black and white, so that's what this is. But anyway, that's what we wanted to make the whole room be themed. But I think we decided instead to do a Star Wars theme for my kiddo. Yeah, space themed. So we're doing Star Wars theme, and we've got a couple things picked out already for the room. But we're going to be kind of doing a giant switcheroo because my mom's been living with us for the last, I don't know, 6 to 10 months. She sold her house, and she thankfully just got a new place, so she's moving in about a month from now. So that way we can change her room into one of the kiddos' rooms and then use the other room for the other kiddo, and then still get to keep my office, and we still have our master bedroom for my wife and I. Yeah, I think the plan is my daughter is going to take over my mom's room, and then my son will take over my daughter's room, which her room ended up not being princess themed. It was sunflower themed, and she actually was in my mom's room originally, and then when my mom moved in, we thought that'd be a bigger room for her, so we put her in there, and we moved my daughter to the room behind me, which we made that Lion King themed for whatever reason. So that room is currently Lion King themed, but we're going to get rid of all the Lion King theme, and that'll be the Star Wars room. The room to my left will be the my daughter's room, and I don't know what theme we're going to put in there. I haven't talked to my wife, but she makes all those decisions. And then my room is down the hallway past the bedroom behind me. So we've got a 4-bedroom house. All the bedrooms are on the top floor. On the bottom floor is the garage, kitchen, living room, and there's a downstairs bathroom as well. But we live in a, I don't know what you call it, we're in a gated community, so all the houses are fairly close together, and we have really tiny backyards. Our backyard is like 10 feet deep, but it's 30 feet wide, so it's really tiny in terms of distance to our neighbor's house, but it is a long path. So we have a dog door, and our dog will go out there and run around. But yeah, house tour stream maybe. Maybe once we've had the house reorganized and move everyone, but I think that's all the time for today. I'm not going to give you guys my full tour of my house for now, but you at least got a little tour of the office. Maybe I'll do a behind the scenes video or something sometimes so you guys can see the full thing, but with how I have this set up right now for Twitch, I can only go about 3 feet from my computer in any direction because of how the camera's set up. But thank you guys for joining. I know this went a little bit longer than normal, but I appreciate all you guys for sticking around, and hopefully I will see you again on Thursday. But thank you again, everyone, for your time, and I appreciate you all.